Apexes. Let's explore the problem with them, and maybe we could discover why, after 5+ years of Evrima development, we have yet to see a single Apex in the game. Okay, now, Evrima is a game that has been in early access for 5+ years and has had multiple update drops numbering into the double digits, from quality of life changes to new maps and new playables. All have been added to the game, but why no Apexes? For a bit of clarity on this topic, let's take a look at Evrima's big sister, Legacy. In Legacy, you have 3 tiers of playables, each with its own advantages and disadvantages. Let's start with the small tier playables because they may hold the key to why there are no Apex playables in Evrima. Small tier dinos in Legacy can grow fast on small amounts of food and have the ability to blend into the environment better than any other tier. But there's a problem. We'll come back to it later. Let's touch on the other tiers first. Mid tier is the most shaky tier of them all, with playables that cannot blend into the environment, as well as the small tiers and are not as agile. These creatures often find themselves struggling to survive. They're too big to hide effectively, but not strong enough to take on the larger predators. It's a tough spot, balancing the need for food and safety, especially when larger predators are always on the hunt. And then there are the large tiers, those near apex predators that many players aspire to become. In Legacy, these creatures dominate the landscape. They're slow to grow, requiring vast amounts of food and time, but once they reach full size, they become forces to be reckoned with. However, they have their own set of challenges. They're highly visible and often targeted by groups of smaller, more agile predators. So, where do the apexes fit into all of this? And more importantly, why haven't they been introduced in Evrima? Returning to the problem with small tier playables, these creatures thrive by avoiding detection and quickly reaching maturity. The mid tiers, meanwhile, are constantly in a struggle for survival, making every moment in the game a tense, nerve-wracking experience. If apexes were to be introduced in Evrima, they would likely tip this delicate balance. The presence of an apex predator would overshadow the experience of mid tiers and even large tier players and playables. The struggle for survival, a core aspect of the gameplay, could be diminished, as apexes might dominate the landscape too easily, making the game less challenging and less fun for others. Furthermore, the developers may be concerned about the technical and gameplay implications of introducing such powerful creatures. Apex predators would require a lot of fine tuning to avoid disrupting the ecosystem of the game, and this balancing act is no small feat. Introducing apexes too soon or without careful consideration could lead to significant gameplay issues that would require extensive fixes, something the developers might be weary of after years of building and refining the game. In conclusion, while the idea of apex predators is incredibly appealing and would undoubtedly bring a new level of excitement to Evrima, the decision to delay their introduction might stem from a desire to preserve the intricate balance of the game. The developers are likely focusing on ensuring that when apexes do arrive, they enhance the gameplay experience rather than disrupt it. For now, players will have to continue exploring, surviving, and evolving within the current tiers, always looking forward to what the future may hold for Evrima. Stay tuned, and who knows, maybe we'll see the apexes emerge sooner than we think. Like and subscribe.